Hey guys, Barefoot Burpees. I'm recording a voiceover separate to the video because I didn't turn my music down and you couldn't hear what I was saying. So today I've done the same protocol I've been discussing with Rob Simpson, and it's 35 on, 10-second off protocol, and I got my reps to 5 seconds a rep, which is good kind of average for my unbroken sets. So I do 7 reps on and then 10 seconds off, which gives me about 3 breaths. Now, the idea behind unbroken training is to use the rest period to stop moving and breathe, but do nothing else at all. Because during an unbroken session, you can't deviate from the movement pattern that you've decided on, whether it's got a squat in it, whether it's got a rocking chair, whether it's got a lunge or extra chest strikes. It doesn't matter what the flow, the movement pattern is. If it's unbroken, it's unbroken. So for the duration, you can't deviate. So with this protocol today, I've done 20 minutes of the 35-10, and as I say in the video, I estimate it's about the same difficulty as doing 15 minutes unbroken. It's still quite a challenge because you're not moving at all from that posture during the break. You are getting the breaths, you are getting the stoppage of movement, but it feels kind of unbroken. And while it doesn't feel like 20 minutes of unbroken, it definitely feels like more than half the period of time unbroken. So yeah, I guess about 15 minutes. So if I was working up to say half an hour, I'd want to do probably about 40 minutes of this protocol. And if I wanted to get 45 minutes, I'd probably be looking at more like an hour of unbroken of this protocol. So yeah, it gets pretty tough. I felt it. Anyway, I'm rambling a little bit. I was going to say as well, with the unbroken sets, why I think they're valuable. I think it's proper mind, body, and breath training. I think you have to synchronize the breath to the movement. Otherwise, you can't keep the unbroken pattern going. You burn out. I mean, nobody has too much breath. Well, I guess you could if you went really slowly. But, that's not really a danger. You're more likely to burn out. So assuming you can link the body and the breath, then you've got the mind aspect. The mind, after a certain amount of time, probably for everybody, will start saying to you, stop, have a rest, have a break. Why are you doing this? You don't need to do it. Come back to it later. Do it tomorrow. Your foot's hurting. Your head's itching. You're hungry. You might be thirsty. It's too windy. It's too cold, too hot. You've got something else to do. Why are you doing it? I think it happens less and less the more you go unbroken. So another aspect of unbroken training could be doing it quite within your comfort zone, which for me might be, say, 10 minutes of unbroken. And then that'll, within 10 minutes of unbroken, it's very unlikely I'd have those kind of thoughts. 20 minutes, I'll have a few of those thoughts. 30 minutes, probably have quite a lot of those thoughts around sort of the 20 to 26 minute mark. But towards the end of your session, it gets easier again. As you're approaching your target, you get like a second wind. I think we've all experienced that during other types of workout. I'm not dismissing any other kind of workout. It's just knowing what's appropriate for your goals and how you'd like to train, how you want to experience and try out other methods. I think unbroken sets are really good for getting control of your mind. And again, I'm just repeating myself a little bit, but synchronizing that breath to that movement. I think that has feedback into your burst type training where you're doing, say, 50 10 pumps, knowing when you go down for that next 10 pump, because you've got that mind-body-breath connection. You'll know when you've got enough energy back, enough oxygen in your muscles to get down there for the next set and achieve that next set with good quality form. That's unbroken. It will increase the quality of your individual reps as they become smooth, ironed out, and regular, and they cannot deviate in the unbroken set, to any great degree. So people often comment to my videos, every rep looks the same. It doesn't feel the same when you're doing them, but yeah, they must be pretty similar to each other. Otherwise, the whole thing kind of doesn't work. And if you do think during a set, I'm going to change something, that's probably the point where you're going to break and you're going to hesitate. And it's broken and you've got to stop that session and it's a failure. Well, it's not a failure, it's a learning experience and you've done the work so far, but it's no longer unbroken. So it's part of the game and it's part of the tapestry of training burpees. Okay, I think I've covered most things I wanted to say. I hope this is useful to somebody. Oh yeah, how I came up with the 35-10 protocol. I came up with it for Rob Simpson based on his workout that I observed, and worked out that his average burpee rep was 5 seconds, which happens to be about the same as mine. It could have been 6, it could have been 4, but anyway, 5. We're not working with massively exact science here. I'll just do rough calculations. So 5 seconds a rep, and the total number of reps he did during the session, it was 180 something, and I can't remember the session length, 15, 20 minutes. Then take off the total amount of time doing the reps, and then you're left with the rest period. Then you can calculate the ratio between the rest and the work, then implant that back into a sequence, a more regular sequence. So your rest periods are then dictated by the protocol. So in this case, it was for every 35 seconds of work Rob did, he was getting 10 seconds of rest. But we're standardizing it, we're sequencing it in a very fixed pattern for the duration instead. And then giving him the instruction, or giving myself the instruction, that during the rest period you mustn't move and you mustn't deviate from the movement pattern. So in effect, it is unbroken in that you're getting a sequenced rest period. So it's kind of part of the flow. That sort of thought has just come to me right now. But yeah, because it's sequenced and it's repetitive, it is literally part of the flow. So therefore, it's a type of unbroken in itself. Okay, thanks for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video.